when I stopped. A frozen bird fell with a plop.
My family is waiting for me.
A frozen bird fell with a plop. Who flung this turkey at me? Who flung this turkey at me? What's going on? Didn't you see? Someone threw a turkey at me. Yeah, disco garbage can, everybody. Yeah, lift your lid. Disco garbage can. Yeah, do the disco garbage can. Who threw that ham at me? Who threw that ham at me? Hey, didn't anybody see? Who threw that ham at me? Who threw that ham at me? Disco garbage can, everybody. Yeah, get down. Yeah, that's really great. Yeah, go for it, baby. Yeah, that's really great. Well, everybody, I've made my scene here at the disco tonight, so I'm going on to the next disco. Hopefully, I'll see you there.
Hey guys, welcome to the Dave Darin Show. I got my poster up on what we're going to talk today. Thanks for joining Rita's Juicy Life and Mr. Gianluigi Cavalli. Did I pronounce it right? I'm not sure. And he says, good to hear you're back. You know, I'm back now, but actually what I'm on 24/7 watch by YouTube. Let me clarify. I'm on a 24/7 watch by Communist YouTube, which is actually a Google product. I'm on parole because I'm on now after being off for a week, so I'm back on. Today we're going to talk about the Black Wall Street Times. I'm surprised they don't call it the Black Wall Street Journal. And we're going to talk about some quotes that they got going on that. I've got an allergy today, so hang on a second. So let's see, what was it? On the left-hand side, I've got cops kneeling. And the empty, boy, I'm having a hard time today with my allergies. Let me crank open a brew here, right? I'll put myself on video. I am drinking a very unusual beer. Can you see this? It's now this is gonna be called racist by me even showing you this beer because it says Kolsch on it. Sounds like an Italian guy like me drinking a Jewish name beer called Kolsch. Doesn't it sound like that? And by the way, how dare me, look at it. If you see it, it's a coffee beer and they spell coffee with a K. And if you look up top, it's by Kosh Brewing. So if you look at it, it's KKK beer. Oh my God, you know, I'm observant. I just realized this just now. I'm drinking a KKK beer. Someone is going to block my ass and report me for drinking a beer that's got 3 Ks on it. And what I said is I'm going to drink this beer when I triple up I got a dog or cat hair here. Or I don't know. I didn't have oral sex before today's show. So it is a cat hair. It's not the cat equivalent hair called something else that you call a cat. All right, so now that I took my beer and I got my voice back temporarily, it's allergy season in Arizona when it's windy. Shit blows around. I'm going to be talking about the Black Wall Street Times. And on the left-hand side, you see this is about cops kneeling and white people kneeling. And what the Black Wall Street Times says about it, they are empty symbolic gestures that do nothing to further Black America's collective goals of defunding police. So there we go. The Black Wall Street Times says that the collective Black American goals are to defund police. That's their goal, by the way, is to defund police. On the right-hand side, you see on the very right-hand side of this banner here, this is about the media and privileged white America, all right? So we got the media stories concerning race are designed to make you feel less guilty, to make me, a white American, feel less guilty, by the way, or not guilty at all about white privilege that animates your perceptions of us. Who's the us? And our shared environment. Now I'm back to talk to you right now. I have a solution to all this, by the way. I've got the ultimate solution. People always say, Dave, if you're always talking about stuff, why not come up with a solution? Make sure I got my screen centered here. All right, there I go. It's a little dark today. I don't know why on my screen is dark. Really bad allergy today. And I'm dressed like this today because I just pumped some iron. I was working out really heavy, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to not put on my nice shirt and look like a nice gentleman who's respectful of the audience. I'm just on here today to talk about my feelings, all right? Here is my solution. This is the ultimate solution to solve all of our race problems in the United States. I've got the solution. People say, Dave, come up with a solution. Here's the solution. All white cops should be fired, and all black cops should take their place. There should never be a white cop, only black cops, and they can't be mixed. Really brutal. So I was out cutting shit today, too. And they have to be 100% black cops. And here's why. Anytime that there is a white cop and a black person being detained, there's problems. There are problems. Whenever there's a black cop and a black person being detained, there's never, ever, ever a problem, right? Solution. Only black cops. And I'm not talking about just in the cities where it's mostly black people. I'm talking about the entire country. This is brutal. Should have done a show today with this allergy. And I don't have COVID-19, by the way. It's an allergy. Terry's always worried about my voice or whatever. This beer is terrible. Do not drink this KKP beer. So that, like what I was saying, we should only have black cops in America. Only black cops. And here's exactly why I said it. Like I said, if there's a white cop stopping a black person, detaining them, always an issue. Black cop detaining a black person, never ever an issue. We never hear about it. Never hear a word about it. No matter what happens, we hear nothing. And here's why this will work. If I can get it out. Damn. Like I said, should have never done a show today. Wow, brutal. If a white person is ever detained by a black cop, if a white person is detained by a black cop, if the black cop is an honest, great guy, and most cops, white, black, Asian, Latino, whatever they are 95%, 98% great cops giving you fair treatment, right? If there's ever a white person detained by a black cop, if it happens to be a black cop with an agenda, a black cop is it's fucking brutal. We should turn the screen around and show you guys how windy it was in my backyard with all the pollen from the trees blowing around, which I am heavily allergic to, obviously. But I wish I'd get to my point without coughing. Damn. What if I should just shut off tonight and come back later? But if a white person is ever detained by that black cop on an agenda, we've all got white privilege. So no matter what happens, we end up going to jail. If something happens, very easy. We don't even have to call up a lawyer. We are just white privileged. We will get away with it. We'll be given the key to the city. We'll be given a blessing. We'll be given some kind of a reward because we are white privileged. So again, the overall solution, if I get it out without coughing, is what we do is we hire all black cops, 100%. They can't be mixed. Got to be 100% black police. We put them on the beat. They have a confrontation with someone that's black. No problem. We never hear about any issues in that mix. Works out fine. If something happens, it doesn't matter. There's nothing race oriented, right? And it's a peaceful solution. If we have a black cop that stops a white guy, for the most part, they're going to be honest cops, because cops, no matter what race they are, basically 95, 98% of them are going to give you fair treatment. It's a hard job to be a cop. Can you imagine all the bullshit that they get on any of their daily beats? It's a brutal job to do. I wouldn't want to do it, and I can't do it, and I won't do it. I would never be a cop. It's got to be the most dangerous job in any time frame in any city. It's not a pleasant thing to do. You got to be on edge all of the time. And now we got the cops on edge constantly. It's a brutal time to be a cop. But like I said, where a white guy is stopped by a black cop, we're going to get pretty much fair treatment. We expect that, and we get fair treatment. If we get unfair treatment, something happens, and there's a black cop arresting a white guy, me, it doesn't matter, because I am white privileged. That's what this whole thing is about, white privilege, right? I am white privileged, so take away the racial counterpoints of this. Just hire all black cops. When a white guy gets stopped by a black cop, we're going to be fairly treated. If we're not, we're privileged. We're going to get away with it. There's going to be no issue whatsoever. We're going to be given the key to the city after we hire a lawyer, or we probably don't even have to hire a lawyer because we're just so privileged that we don't even need a lawyer. We're just so privileged. So with our white privilege, no issue at all. Fair treatment, unfair treatment, time in jail. We're going to get out of jail because we're white privileged, right? So there's the solution to this. We hire only black cops in the United States. Solution right there. Solution. Total solution. Seeing if I got my voice back. Anyone join here? We got Rita. We got Mr. Gianlucci Viali. And thanks for putting up with my lost voice today. Brutal. I think it's coming back now. I was outside today doing some landscaping. And we had this horizontal Arizona wind that blows called a hibab or something like that. And it just blew in my direction, blew all the pollen in my face. And I'm allergic to a lot of pollen. So I breathe it in and I can't talk. Just so irritating when I got so much to say. So I'm trying to get my voice back by drinking. I'm drinking this Kolsch beer, coffee beer. When I drink coffee in the morning, I drink coffee every single morning. And I do put either Frangelica, Galliano, something in it to spice it up. And it goes down real good. So let me read something if I can. God. This is actually brutal. And I'm trying to yell to get the pollen out of my throat so I can talk. So irritating. I'm going to slide over the Black Wall Street Times. And this is what today's show is about. I'm not taking any phone calls today because I can't talk to you, obviously. I'm going to break up if I try to talk. And where did that go? So, according to the Black Wall Street Times, they want everyone, whites, black, anybody that's protesting, to stop sharing images of police hugging, kneeling with protesters. Let me bring up this too. They show a picture here of a black woman being hugged and hugging evidently it's a white police officer. And they put the words here, the protester convinces two NYPD, that's New York Police Department officers, to kneel, but was arrested moments later. Now you notice that they say this protester convinces two NYPD officers to kneel. There should be a comma there. But was arrested moments later. Do you notice anything unusual about this sentence? They do not reference at all why she was arrested. No dialogue to tell you why. Unbelievable. Unbelievable if they would leave that picture up there worded that she was hugging a police officer, convinced two of them to get on their knees to honor their dialogue. She was arrested moments later, but they don't mention why she was arrested. Unbelievable. What a half-truth in that story. Too bad I can't talk about it better today with my lost voice. Let's scan the rest of this article. There are a couple places where I thought it was really interesting. The empty symbolism of police hugging black civilian victims in the street and companies' compulsory "we stand with black people" statements has got to go, for it does nothing to address the nation's real problem with race and racism. All right, and I put up the poster earlier with a couple places I picked out paragraphs within this article. Let's see if I can find them. Let's see. Here we got the in italics, whiteness. So let's read this paragraph. The trite politic statements of celebration of police taking a knee represents white folks taking the easy way out. The easy way out isn't that easy when businesses are being bombarded, looted, ransacked, criminalized. Those pictures, news story, and meaningless letters all obscure the realities of the current situation, working to reframe its narrative into something more palatable and romantic in the eyes of whiteness. But the truth is, our struggle with whiteness is hardly a romance. Now, I did pick sections out of this article. If what you are contributing to the social media discourse or sending out to your university or business community is anything but community design plans for systematic change, then it is, quite frankly, white bullshit. Now, what do you think about this? What's called the Black Wall Street Times. What do you think about this online product? I don't know if it's something you get sent to your house. Isn't this really this is a totally racist format here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I did take a couple sections out of this. I wish I could really talk better today. I apologize for that. But one of the quotes from the Wall Street Journal, to put it back in easier perspective on the thing that got captured here. Damn it, my voice. I knew when I was out there I shouldn't have been out there. I knew my voice would be shot from my allergy today. So a couple quotes from that article we're reading in the Black Wall Street Times. Related to cops on knees, white people on knees. They are empty symbolic gestures that do nothing to further Black America's collective goals of defunding police. So now the goal of Black America is to defund police. So you're going to feel safe about defunding police? Is that the goal here, to defund police so that when you're in need of their security and their protection, they're not there? Who's going to protect you? Who is going to protect you in your time of need? Especially if you're someone in the country, in a city or a state that doesn't allow you to get firearms as easy as some places do. You're going to have a hard time there defending yourself against everything that's going on today. On the right-hand side, I'm going to hang up soon because I can't even talk well today. On the right-hand side, another quote from Black Wall Street Times, and this is about the media and white privilege. The media stories concerning race are designed to make you feel less guilty. They're designed to make me, a white American, feel less guilty or not guilty at all. And by the way, I don't feel guilty at all. Anything that's happened race-related in this country did not happen on my watch. I had nothing to do with it, therefore I'm not feeling guilty about it at all. And basically that's all I got to say today because my voice is shot. I'm not taking any phone calls for two reasons. One, my voice is shot. Second reason is I am actually downloading on my cell phone a new app for my security system because I have video security along in my house. Does anyone say anything in chat? Horrible show today with my voice shot. You should take an anti-allergy tablet. You know, I don't get allergies that badly, just when pollen is being blown into my face. And a follow-up comment, same guy. These guys are clearly got an agenda. It ain't good. It ain't a good one either. Brian Anderson, good to see you. However, I'm logging out because my allergy is really bad today. Any race at this point that is liberal is a bunch of dumb fucks. I'm glad you put the word fucks in there because you're exactly right. That's all I got today because I'm not going to talk more because my voice is in and out. It's brutal. It's unprofessional. I'm looking unprofessional because I just got out of the garden doing a bunch of landscaping, having bushes blowing on me and all kinds of stuff in the air that I breathed in, so I can't even talk clearly. So why even attempt to? So I did a quick show tonight. Horrible show tonight. Really badly organized because of my breaking up of my voice. Maybe I'll do a repeat tomorrow of tonight's show, and I'll do it the better way with the nice shirt on, and I'll look better doing it. It'll come out more professional. But you got the agenda today, right? That's all I got, and I am out of here. Cheers, guys.
Sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.